Hello everyone, this is Cal Jordi, founder of Fearless Transformation. I help entrepreneurs, business owners, marketing experts, and sales professionals discover, learn, and master the owner's manual of their brain so that they can use it with integrity to reach out and serve more people and generate more income. How familiar are you with this scenario? You see a situation one way, he sees it another, and you're both absolutely convinced that you're right and the other person is dead wrong. Pretty common, right? As an entrepreneur, business owner, marketing expert, and sales professional, we are constantly negotiating our ideas. Return on investments, prices, fees, terms and conditions in a contract, conflict resolution, getting your team's buy-in on your idea, negotiating with your children and spouses on doing chores, and the list goes on. Unless you are living in a cave where there are no humans, then you are negotiating every single day, aren't you? If you don't know my story, coming from an engineering background, during college I got programmed to be analytical, set in my own ways, black and white, know-it-all kind of a guy, without much room for flexibility. Then after college, I started my own business, buying and selling pre-owned elite sports luxury automobiles on the internet. Most of the time it was lucrative and many times it was problematic. Nevertheless, people were buying my cars most of the time sight unseen. They fly from all over the country to drive my cars to their new homes. I had customers flying in from France, Germany, and even Dubai to buy cars and ship them overseas. Many times I arranged the shipping, which means they didn't test drive the car just simply by seeing photos and communicating with me through email and phone. Now, it helped that I had a reputable business and solid feedback from previous customers. However, that didn't stop things from going wrong. Dealing with anything used can be problematic, not knowing what could go wrong and when. Never mind if it's a classic 35 years old car. Many times I get things go wrong after the car is sold and customers call me back either complaining, pleading for compensations, or making unreasonable demands such as return the car for the money back after they broke it. I have dealt with all kinds of people, bullies, tricksters, passive aggressive, and the list goes on. As you can imagine how stressful that can be when dealing with tens of thousands of dollars, whether it's with customers, auctions, arbitrations, mechanics, fixing the cars, and banks. Through plenty of trial and error, tens of thousands of dollars in loss, and my commitment to do the right thing, I managed to thrive in a very competitive, harsh, and cutthroat kind of a business. But in the process, I found myself starting to jeopardize my success through my own thinking and limiting patterns. Have you ever experienced a time of your life when things was going really, really good and you started doubting whether you really deserved success? I found myself starting losing my passion for the business, disrespecting people, getting in conflict with business partners, and short-tempered with people that I cared for. When the economy crashed in 2009, everything was bound to go south. Within a year was literally wiped out of all my savings, lost my business, and here I am sitting in my two-story home looking at a foreclosure letter. Time was so tough that I had to decide whether to put $10 in my car or buy groceries. When the phone rings, my heart beats fast. Who wants how much from me? My dad at the time was volunteering at a church just to bring food for the week that I couldn't afford to eat. I felt embarrassed, ashamed, and frustrated. That's when I finally made a decision to figure out what it takes to be successful, not just in the area of business and finance, but in all areas, including relationships, health, and peace of mind. I decided to figure out the owner's manual of my brain. So I embarked on the journey of personal transformation, and I started attending every seminar in personal development that I could afford, including Walk On Fire with Tony Robbins, to NLP trainings, to meditation retreats, and other transformative learning and technologies. I read every book that promised results in topics of communication, leadership, spirituality, self-help, and neuroscience, and I still do that today on a daily basis. Slowly, I started to figure out how my brain worked and started identifying limiting beliefs and patterns that hindered my success. Then I went out interviewing successful people in all areas of life, from business, health, dating, relationships, and even money. I noticed there were common strategies used between all these people. It was like hidden strategies to me. And I was completely blinded to it. But when I started implementing these strategies, boy, the results were immediate and astronomical. I went from making $0 to $5,000 helping men building their confidence so that they have the life they always wanted. They started seeing amazing results. I had a client who found his wife, got married in Peru, and now they have a beautiful daughter that they send me pictures to. I had clients who left their boring jobs and pursued careers doing what they love. All of that wouldn't have been possible if I didn't learn these cutting-edge technologies in human transformation and strategies for excellence. Sure, $5,000 at the time was not much, but for me at the time, I was broke, making $0. So that was a big victory. And besides, I was making a bigger difference in people's lives. And that was rewarding. Today, fast forward 3 years, I've been to 36 states and 64 cities training seminars in communication, negotiation, personal, professional, and leadership development. I've trained companies such as Wells Fargo, Zappos, and NASA. I consulted people one-on-one from top Fortune 500 companies to single moms who just wanted to get their home business off the ground. Now, I'm not saying this to impress you, but it impresses me. So let me help you by sharing with you these cutting-edge strategies in my live event, The Art of Negotiation. What is this event is all about? Sometimes reaching a decision with someone with whom you flat out disagree seems like an unobtainable goal. But like it or not, a key predictor of your success is how well you handle sticky situations and move beyond seemingly impossible impasses. Common challenge we find at times is we walk into a negotiation without an alternative plan. We don't have a best alternative to what we want in case the negotiation went off track, and most of the time it will. When things do not go the way we anticipated, we feel flustered, emotions arise, and fail to pace the situation to steer it back into an opportunity for a win-win. In today's environment and with the internet connecting the globe, business is conducted based on reputation. The times where you do business once with a customer with who you no longer see or hear from is gone. If you're engaged in negotiations with someone, it's of the utmost importance that both parties leave the table feeling good about the outcome. Even if you don't hope to get involved with that person again, it is of utmost importance to exit the relationship being complete. All it takes is someone slandering your reputation on the internet and it hinders your future business with that person and with other future clients. But if you're not skilled in finding win-win scenarios, you're running the risk of harming your relationship, which could damage future relationships. Don't end another negotiation without both parties feeling satisfied and plenty left on the table. Learn how to create win-wins that leave everyone happy with the result. Effective negotiations are a vital part of the modern world. They help resolve conflicts and build stronger relationships. And that's exactly why it's so important to find solutions that leave both parties feeling like they've ended in a favorable position. If you don't end every negotiation with both sides happy with the result, then you need the art of negotiation. This one-day seminar will give you the 5-step process to hammer out mutually beneficial deals every time. The best negotiations are the ones where everyone walks away feeling satisfied that they received exactly what they wanted. Unfortunately, this rarely happens in the real world. And this means that there has to be some compromise. But just because both sides are willing to give in a little, doesn't mean both sides can't be happy with the outcome. Negotiations can find a win-win situation. It just takes a little step-by-step process. The kind you'll learn in the art of negotiation. When you attend this powerful one-day seminar, you'll learn how to work through the many reasons why you disagree so strongly in the first place, such as create common ground to use as a starting point. That's very important. Listening techniques that help you understand the other person and make the other person feel heard. Walking a mile in the other person's shoes, understanding the motivations and objectives of others. Be straightforward with their needs and desires along with your needs and desires. Dissecting the issue or decision at hand. What's important, what's not. Agreeing on ground rules for an effective negotiation. Eliminate the effect of emotions. We all know how emotions can get tense. Be more receptive to counteroffers and be flexible. Know when and how to use limits on what you're willing to accept or concede. Identify your BATNA, best alternative to a negotiation agreement. Avoid unnecessary confrontations and confrontation. Overcome the fear of confrontation and call out hard moves tactfully and assertively. Develop winning strategies that allow you to negotiate with dignity and honor. Polish many more communication skills that will allow you to successfully achieve your goals. Clean up past rocky relationship with that person who clouds your perspective. What do you do when your goals and objectives are at odds? When you can agree to disagree, when you can't afford to do that. Critical steps that help you move beyond disagreement to agreement. Calling time out when emotions arise and tension builds. One common myth about negotiation is that it has to be a zero-sum game where one side's loss is the other side's gain. Remember, key to successful negotiation is making sure everyone leaves the table satisfied. And you can learn how to do that in the art of negotiation. Look, I'm not claiming that I'm making millions of dollars and have not accomplished all what I want yet. But I was able to turn my life around from being broke, in debt, and helpless to switching careers, traveling while serving my purpose, and contributing to people's lives. So I negotiated my debt. I found an amazing woman to marry who I love and adore. I feel healthy and grateful. And you know what? I'm very grateful for that. So it's all would have not been possible without my teachers, my mentors, and thousands of dollars that I invested in seminars and years of experiences learning these strategies along with books that I've read. Now, I'm not saying that I will be charging you thousands of dollars for the event. The price is only $297. That's right, with only $297 you'll be able to learn all these strategies that I mentioned, and you'll get to network with other entrepreneurs, business owners, marketing experts, and sales professionals. Your next potential client may just be sitting next to you in the event. As a bonus, when you register for the event today, you will receive an additional ticket for free. That's right, for free. That's right, you can give it to a customer, a business partner, or a friend so that you and them will work out your differences and get to terms inside the seminar. How cool is that? So if you don't have time, make time. What are you doing with your time anyways? If someone comes to you and tell you, hey, I want to show you how you can master being an effective negotiator and double your income, and you say, nah, that's okay. I gotta go check my Facebook, watch TV. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? And I know that wouldn't be you because you're still watching this video, aren't you? Here's my promise to you. If by the end of the event, you do not feel that you got a valuable training in the art of negotiation, come to me or any of the people in the back and ask for your full refund because you didn't find the training valuable. And we will give you a refund without any questions asked, your full refund. If you think you can't afford it, I tell you what, you can't afford not affording this training. That's the reason why you should attend this training. That's so that you can negotiate bigger deals, enroll more clients, and make more income so that you can afford buying and investing in the things you want in your life, wouldn't you? Look, I'm not this gifted or talented guy. I'm just committed to my consistent and never-ending growth and making a difference in people's lives. So if I can do it, so can you. I hope if you didn't make it to this event that I can still be of contribution to you anyway. Whether through my future live events, audio DVD programs, my online videos, my NLP certifications, or through group or one-on-one coaching, I hope that our paths meet one day. Otherwise, if you're a go-getter and don't want to postpone, start having success right now, then register today by clicking the button on this page. When you do, You'll receive all the details on the event and your free extra ticket. I choose to keep my events with 50 people or less, so it becomes more personal and you get more value. With that, my events tend to fill up quick, and you don't want to miss your chances taking your career to the next level and resolve whatever negotiation you're dealing with. Why wait? You can start now. Register for the event today, and I look forward to seeing you at the event. Until then, always be fearless and always be growing.